of the first things my old guitar teacher, Brownie McGhee, taught me was something he called breaking up the chords. It's a picking pattern he used with a 12-bar blues in the key of E, and he's keeping a steady bass going with his thumb, and then just picking a little pattern, starting on an upbeat on the open third string, and then coming down with a hammer with your first finger on the downbeat, and then playing this little pattern. So there's 4 of those. Now I should just say sometimes Brownie doubled those thumb strokes in a little shuffle kind of pattern. He'd go. So that would be your choice. So then after 4 bars of E, it would go to A, and you can either hammer on the second string or slide up on the second string, and I'm switching my thumb to the 5th string. So you got 2 bars of that, and then back to E for 2 bars. Now for the B, you could bar and play that small A7th shape. But what Brownie did very often, he cheated a little bit, and he just played a little B part here on the second and first strings with the bass still on E, which doesn't fit the chord very well, but since it's muffled and it goes by pretty fast, just 1 bar, it sounded fine. Then to A, and then to E. Sometimes he would end it, or normally he would end it with a little turnaround. So maybe from the B it would go. Bass run into the B7th, and then goes back to the beginning again. Well, back in 1963, I was in a group called the New World Singers, and we were the first group to ever record Blowing in the Wind, Bob Dylan's classic song, even before he put it on his Freewheelin' album. And I was the lead guitarist and harmony singer in that group, and I played a little intro on the recording we did, which you might like to learn. It's very simple. It's just based on a harmonized scale. I'm going to call it the key of C, but I've got my capo here on the 2nd fret, so it's really in D, which is where we recorded it on our album. So the scale is very simple. So here's the way I think I played it way back then, starting on the open G note, we'll call it a G note, even though the capo's here, and to the 4 chord here. So. I'll do it one more time, maybe with a little variation that I think is the way I played it on the recording, which you can find if you poke around the internet. People have put this various places. So here it is again, more the way I played it, I think, way back then. It's a long time ago. One of my great musical heroes, as he was to so many other people, is Mississippi John Hurt. We all learned so much about fingerpicking from him and so many great songs. When he passed away many years ago, I wrote a song in his honor, in his memory, and I still like to play this to this day. And I try to incorporate some of the fingerpicking style I learned from John Hurt into this song. And I also bring in a song that he made famous called My Creole Belle as kind of an interlude. So I'll play it for you, and hopefully you can learn how to do this yourself. Oh, I'm in the key of, I'm playing it out of a C shape, but I've got my capo on the 4th fret, so it's really in the key of E. Just so you know. Mississippi John, he's long gone. Ain't gonna hear his old time songs. Maybe right and I may be wrong. We're gonna miss old Mississippi John. Well, I loved it so much, I can't tell. When he sang my Creole belle, rich land woman and candy man, no one could tell it like old John can. Well, back in 1971, I went into the studio with Bob Dylan, just the two of us, and recorded 4 songs, kind of like we were sitting around in our living room, just sort of playing together. It was pretty rough, but I love those recordings. One of them was I Shall Be Released, which, of course, the band had done a spectacular version of on one of their albums, and so Bob wanted to record it himself on his Greatest Hits Volume 2. So I'll show you a little bit about what I was doing there. It was in the key of A, and I hear myself going back. I'm not quite sure what I was doing. It was kind of rough and ready, but I sort of hear this kind of, and then it goes to a B minor up here, C sharp minor, so sort of so that's some idea of what I was doing behind Bob's strumming. Well, many years ago, I wrote a kind of a mystical version of a mountain ballad. I called it Golden Bird, and it's been since recorded by quite a few people, including Lee Von Helm and Eric Anderson and several others. I'm very proud of this song. Many people like it and like to play it. My original version I played on banjo, but lately I've been playing it on the guitar, and I've been playing it in drop D tuning. So my bass string is tuned down to a D, but it's in the key of G. So you have to make it a G shape here with the 6th string 5th fret in the bass. And I'll just sing the song for you, and then I'll show you how I might play it with a thumb lead and kind of strumming, kind of Carter family style. So here's the way the song goes. Walking along on a path in the mountains, I saw a bird flying way up high. Gold were its wings in the sun of the morning, flashing at me as it flew through the sky. Well, one of my all-time favorite songs is this British Isles ballad, The Water is Wide. And I've been playing this for quite a while. I have an arrangement of it in drop D tuning, in the key of D. There are so many versions of this song. This is just one of them, and maybe you'll learn it and play along with me.